friends, and welcome to our Virginia homestead. I thought I'd just go ahead and take some time and sit on the porch and have a chat. Let's get caught up. I had a friend tell me one time that even if I don't have some exciting things going on, to still just let's get together and chat about it, even if it's not Friday night. I have been in a state of overwhelm and gratitude, and those are two very kind of contradictory things. I will take you in the house in a little bit and give you a sneak peek of the craziness that's going on, but just a few of the things. Did a lot of painting. I got the den painted and the laundry room painted. But we have done a lot of different things that we weren't planning on. The washer and dryer was replaced, and that took time away from the homestead. Just getting our Virginia licenses, registrations, getting another vehicle. Let's see. Today I'm waiting on the plumber, a master plumber, to replace our dishwasher. And I am not quite sure of all the details, and Dean is like 95% sure of them, but that maybe it needs to be hooked up a different way. So we have that today. That got delayed because we had a small power outage during a thunderstorm, and he was coming that day, and our power was out for like 2 hours, and he called and we were like, our power is out. So it got delayed until today, but I'm very glad that it's coming. It is a treat because I've been the past 4 years without a washer or dishwasher, and so I'm really looking forward to it. In the meantime, as I've been unpacking the boxes that I find, I'm just doing sink loads of dishes. I packed them, they were clean, but I'm just funny that way. They've been in boxes and some have been wrapped in newspaper, and I told Dean, even though I packed them clean, I can't just unwrap them and put them away. But so maybe that's a little extra work for myself, but that's okay for that peace of mind. So we're doing all that. We got shelving put up, Dean did, got shelving put up for me in the laundry room, so I'm going to have a good bit of storage in there, which I'm really grateful for. So I'm working on being patient and adjusting, yet I'm also grateful. I love this house. I love the homestead that we're building. It just, I want everything to come together and let's get going and do it. And it doesn't happen that way. And it really doesn't happen in a 96-year-old house. So we're finding little things as we go. My son is coming on Sunday to replace the toilet in the main bathroom. So just all these little things, but we were very happy to get this place, and we are making the little necessary upgrades. But this house is a great house. It is very structurally sound. We just have those 96-year-old aches and pains and tweaks to do. So while we're waiting on the plumber, let's go ahead and take a peek in the kitchen and see how far I have or have not gotten. I had to remind myself yesterday, and it was actually a really good reminder, that at Rugged Mountain Homestead, I didn't have a countertop for 6 months. And granted, there was nothing there when we got there, but I was working on camping tables, not for 2 weeks, but for 6 months. So, we're in 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks. So I need to calm down and take a deep breath. Okay, so this is the current state of the kitchen. Still so much to do, but a lot has gotten done. Because 2 weeks ago, this room was filled to where I could barely get into the refrigerator. And then on top of it, Dean replaced the ceiling fan, and I love this. So yeah, this is the extended portion of my kitchen, and while I'm very grateful to have it, there's still so much work to be done here. I basically wanted to get the boxes out of the way, the floor cleaned, and all that in the regular kitchen so that the plumber could get in there without having any issues. But this room still needs a lot of work, and Dean and I, we kind of toss the overwhelm between us because I had boxes stacked in front of this window. There were boxes stacked in front of this door. There were boxes all over the floor and up in front of the refrigerator. So I've made a lot of progress. Plus there was a lot to be cleaned. All the cabinets had to be cleaned, not just cleaned out, but scrubbed. On top up here was scrubbed so I could put some things away. And I still need to paint in here, but I'm okay. The few things that I have out, I'll be able to easily take down. But then we have this over here. And Dean's feeling a little overwhelmed with it. I'm feeling a bit overwhelmed with it, yet at the same time, I'm reveling in the progress I made in the kitchen. Of course, you recognize the pantry cupboard. And then this was our deep freeze that was down in his shop. So we have room in here for it. And then I have another little freezer that Mom and Dad are giving us, a little chest freezer that's going to go right here. But we have to get rid of all of this. And basically these are empty mason jars, canning equipment, stuff like that. Empty mason jars over here. I always save these. Also, when we went and visited a good friend a couple days ago, she gifted me with 2 boxes of mason jars. It was three boxes. She gifted me 3 boxes of mason jars. So that needs to go out to my cottage canning kitchen, but it's full of boxes right now. How are you doing with the overwhelm today?
I'm pausing because I'm tired. But no, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I think every day gets a little better, but there's a lot. Yeah. And every time we turn around,
there's something.
There's something, like you with the shower head.
That's what I was talking to them about.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is what it is, but it's just time consuming. But at least we didn't have to build a house.
Right.
There you go.
And that's what I was saying earlier. We love our 96-year-old homestead, even with all the aches and pains that it's having. Very, very structurally sound property, very loved property. But again, 96 years old, so she has some little quirks here and there. And, you know, like Dean said, it's something new every day.
I have a few quirks, and I'm not 96.
I'm glad you're not 96. But yes, so we're just working through all that. And so I haven't had a video for you since we left Rugged Mountain Homestead. But this is what we're up to. This is what we're doing. We are trying to get back in the swing of things, in addition to working on setting up, creating another homestead. That being said, our first Azure pickup is next week. So that is a doozy, I will admit. That it is, and it was hard to figure what to restock right now because everything is still in boxes, and a lot of stuff I got rid of before we left Colorado. So stay tuned for that Azure video because it's going to be our biggest one yet.
It's going to be a doozy.
So friends, thank you for joining us on our Virginia homestead. We're always so glad when you do. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, take care.